Hello, hello, and welcome everybody to the show. This is our 11th, guys. It's our 11th roundtable. It's a master number, and it just happens to be on the 1010 portal. Yay! So I'm just going to run the banner across the bottom because this channel is serving as a public service and a right to know for humanity. So we're just putting this up there to say, we don't want anybody messing with our algorithms or editing this in any way. So I'm just running that across, you guys. There's a lot that we can talk about tonight, and I think we should get into this because people are feeling very, very tired, and they're hit by the energies, and it's like battle weary. We're all battle weary. Hey, Angel. Hey, Willow. Hey, Diane. Thanks for joining us tonight. Everyone who's about to join us, I know just personally, I will say the energies have been off the hook. The Schumann resonance has been in a blackout for probably more than 2 days now. We've got a lot going on with censorship still, and it's not showing any signs of lightening up. So what topics do we want to dive into first, you guys? What are you feeling? Where should we take this one tonight?
I just going off with what you said. Initially, just the feeling of everything. It feels like people just need to start getting it out, sort of how there was the height of everything. We've been sort of getting used to the way things are for a while. There's kind of the calm, and now I think there's a time, there's people ready, hopefully ready to talk a little bit more, maybe shook out some of the things, but there's definitely that increase in awareness that people have now that is probably, it's sort of like the idea that the higher realms are always here. You just have to realize them. So the more people are realizing, the more it's empowered, and the more we're all feeling, recognizing, and everybody, and who knows who else, as we learn to do it, we go out, right? So that's where I feel recently that it's like a communication, and we're in Libra, right? So communication for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Mercury in retrograde. Can't forget that little gem.
Yeah, great. You'll be right. The whole month. What is it? The 22nd to the 22nd always. So
yeah.
The 19th it switches, I think. So it's start going direct or something.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere in there. I don't even know. I can't keep track, honestly. You're lucky if I know what day it is sometimes. I'm not kidding. Sherry, Sarah, how about you two? How are you feeling? I know from talking to you before we went on, how you're feeling, but do you want to express any of that to people watching or people who are going to watch the playback on this? Because everybody's just getting hit. They're tired. They're done. I'm seeing spiritual speakers talk about these same things about people in their communities and their tribes. I'm just drawn to those videos, and it seems like the same work we're doing. These people are speaking about the same kind of things. And what are you seeing? What's showing up for you guys this week?
I'm definitely seeing, I think we talked about it before over the last month or so, we're right at that tipping point, and then we can look over the mountain. I think we just got over the mountain because a lot of us are feeling, like you said, really weary, but also we've come into this place where we're really stepping into that. We're not doing this anymore. We're going to be exactly who we're going to be. And that's not to be how I want to say ego based, but Lyndon, you and I were talking earlier, I feel like this is an ego death kind of thing coming through. People are really releasing these constructs, the deep patterns that are really holding them in place. I've been it's kicking my butt this weekend for sure. And I've been working with a lot of people who in the tribe who are in multiple tribes, I should say. A lot of people in multiple tribes, because we talk about all these little tribes coming together, who are right there ready to step into their power. They know exactly where, they know it's time. They know what they need to do. And they're just they're right there, almost like the battle. I don't want to equate it to war, but it's almost like we're all lined up. We're all ready to move forward. And everyone is just let's do it. Let's go. Because these energies are just kind of lining us up and telling us this is where it's at. This is, like you were saying, critical point. It's a critical point right now, for sure.
Yeah. Yep, feeling that. By the way, if you guys see Michael popping in and popping out, he's having some technical issues, but he seems to have them only when he's getting on this stream to do work with us. So if you see him pop in and pop out, what's happening is he's popping in and he's hearing us all coming, me, Sarah, Sherry speaking. We come through as like robotic sounding or some kind of distortion. So if he comes in and then comes right out, that's what's happening. We're going to try to get him back before we do any work or touch on anything like that. And Sarah, I know you're being politely quiet because I know you have stuff going on in the background, but feel free, jump in anytime that you're able to or you're guided to by spirit and you want to say something, please do. Good girl. You're welcome. So hello to everybody watching, everybody. Welcome back again. Sherry, what you were saying about the ego death, I really want to talk about that. I want to touch on that a little bit because that's literally what it feels like.
Yeah.
And the ego is like the personality that's living in this particular lifetime, in this 3D body lifetime. That's, yes, there's higher selves that are living in this time too. Hold on. I'm going to bring Michael back in here. And hopefully we don't sound distorted to you now. Don't shake your head. No. Oh, it's okay. We'll get you. Keep trying, bro. Oh, it happened again. That's funny. Funny, not funny. We'll pull his spirit in if he's not here when we're doing the work. But what was I saying? So the ego death, it's like we're shedding. So if we're transforming into something, into a higher vibration, we're now vibrating at a faster rate, a faster frequency. So as we are beginning to step into two worlds, like one foot in one, we're in location 2, location 1 at the same time. As we're doing that, location 1, it's not that it's falling away, but like a lot of people are saying now this week, we're choosing not to participate. We're not giving our consent. They can't do these things to us or force us to do something to our bodies without our consent. So the uncomfort of stepping out of that, the discomfort of stepping into a world that we believe in, a community that we want to set up. It's standing in our truth. It's standing in our purpose, and it's submitting to the will to do good and the will of evolving and ascending with alignment of our own higher self, our soul, our divine spark within. And it's transforming to become that. And it's not always comfortable. And a lot of times it's painful.
Well, and I think too, like before the energies were we're still kind of in this protective mode, because ego is all about protecting yourself. It's about holding everything in place so that you don't get hurt again, or like you don't have these experiences again and all that kind of stuff. And so now we're realizing, like I was saying, we're on that front, like we're stepping in there. We can't be hurt any more than we've done it all. We've experienced it all, and all these, and now it's like we're just able to let go of that because the tribes have come together. So there's strength in numbers, and we're finding our truths and standing in that and finding other people who are doing the same. And I mean, really half the country, like I was looking at the rates for this, for each per state. And really it's like literally maybe a little over half. Like when you put all the averages together, half the country is on one side and half the country's on the other side. Half.
Yeah.
That's big. That's
huge.
It is,
because they were leading us to believe that somewhere in the upper 70s to the 80% were done. And they were, we're not, not say where. If anybody's made a decision to do something, to say, take one for the team or whatever. I mean, it's funny how we always talk about this because that's like the main thing.
Yeah, I just thought of that. I'm like,
and it's like, oh, sorry, how did it go right to that? We wanted to talk about something else, but
no, that was me. Sorry.
No, don't be. It's funny because it is,
But I think it ties
life right now.
Yeah, and it ties into this ego death thing because you get really mired in like all of the nuances of it, but to come down to it's really about these higher choices and we've signed up for this and we've been waiting for this and here we are, and it just seems like that protection that we've had to put in place for ourselves no longer is really relevant, so that's where that ego death is really pulling all that stuff away. That's how I see it.
Yeah. I was sharing with you, and on a call last night, I was sharing that, oh, hey, Jeanette. Hey, Jan, welcome to the crew here. Thanks for saying hi, guys. Um, there's stepping out of your comfort zone is really like when you're listening to your higher self is speaking and you're somewhere and they ask you to do something, say a little uncomfortable, a little out of your comfort zone. A lot of times you recognize when that happens because you'll be like, no, I don't want to do that right now. I don't want my light to be seen now. No, no, no.
Yeah.
And I just went through something like this, and it was doing Tai Chi down by a riverbed, right next to the river on the rocks, right there. And I was by myself, and I was getting the thing from spirit to do it. So I'm getting ready to put my water down, and like within the decision to do it, it was like, I'll do it. I'll get my car. So I took a little video of the surrounding area, and I was going to make something up for Patreon to show them and, my patrons and all that. And then I start to do, I'm really like in my mind, like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then like 20 people came out of nowhere, and they just come all the way, not kidding, like right in the little island area that I was at. It was so like, I could look at it from a 3D perspective and be like, that's so rude. They're in my space. Don't they see that I'm standing here? Like, that was my little ego going, I'm not going to do the Tai Chi now. No way. No.
Yeah.
But that's not what higher self wanted. That's not what the authenticity was about, because for whatever reason, I was telling you, Sherry, earlier, like for whatever reason, somebody needed to see what I needed to do. And yes, I did go there. Yes, I did do it. I actually started kicking some leaves out from where I was at standing, just actually made a little circle, sort of like my tube of light area. And I thought I could do it right here. And then I was like, no, please don't make me do this now. I was fighting with spirit, and it's like, it's stupid. It doesn't matter. People do Tai Chi all the time. Like, why was I so worried? But I had to stand in my authenticity and my truth, and not knowing why I was doing what I had to do. I was blessing water. I was doing the light grids. I was doing everything that my spirit needed to do. And I can laugh about it now, because why was I embarrassed? Do you know? Like, they weren't going, haha, look at her. Like, I wasn't hearing any of that. I just sensed this deep respect, and it was coming from behind me. And there was a couple of elders up on the hill, so on the embankment. So maybe they knew I was blessing the water. Maybe their pineal gland is open and they could see the energy I was generating, right? I don't know. But I know that somebody needed to see something, or that needed to happen, and they needed to witness that for whatever reason that I may never know. And I'm okay with that. But yeah, I kind of had to say goodbye to the ego, a little ego death there, because it was like getting over myself, It's not like anybody went anywhere. It's not like I lost my ego. She's still there. But she's more comfortable with just following the authenticity of what higher, what spirit, what soul wants me to do.
Well, too, it sounds like, and I've been hearing, like, again, experiencing this with clients this week, was that the release of like standing in the shadows, the release of not, being our full authentic light self. And not that we don't want that, but there's that part of us, that ego, that's really scared about that because of all the things we've experienced in different realms, or or this experience, I don't know, but it's shedding that too, like like you were saying, like it's not okay for me to be light in front of all these people. What are people going to think? But you had to shed that, and that's what I'm experiencing too. Like, if I say X, Y, and Z, then people are going to do X, Y, and Z. So it's like just really letting go of all of that. And it's really hard. And it's just these little things that you wouldn't even think had anything to do with your ego. But it's really about us stepping fully into our mission and our purpose and exactly who we are, and shining our light. Like, those people probably got so much out of what you were doing, and you don't even realize maybe some of the aspects that they were receiving,
Yeah. Because I was actually deliberately trying not to expand my field. That's why I made the circle. I didn't want to cause my ripples, didn't want to like push them away. I didn't want to do anything that was too light, like too bright, too high frequency. And yet as I was doing my thing, I saw my toroidal field. It was expanding beyond the circle, and it was connecting to the grids that they're connected to. Yeah. And it was like sending out blessings as like a sprinkling, showering, just like like a natural reverberation from the vibrations that I was putting out. And I saw the beauty in that, and it helped. It really helped to get over like the part of you that would think someone's criticizing you because we've been criticized, or someone's making fun of you because we've been made fun of, or whatever. It's that little ego, the healing for that ego took place. So as I was at the very end, when I was sending it out, it's just like the natural vibrations that are coming out are going out. If you want them, you want them. You don't have to take them, you know? And then I saw things in the water later after meditation, seeing how all the ripples were interacting and changing because some are bigger than others. And they were showing me that's the human race. That's what's going on with everybody's energy field right now. Is you're sending out ripples, and we're trying to figure out how to interact and get along with everybody as we're all sending out ripples and affecting everybody else's energy fields. So we're very like hyper aware of the fact that our training wheels are off, and what we send out does come back and reverberate. So yeah.
But also what you're doing, I think too, is getting messages right now is allowing those people to receive just a little bit more of what they may have received before, you know, like just almost integrating them without them knowing it. And it's not, you know what I mean? Like these are powerful energies that are putting out, that everyone in the tribe's putting out. And it takes some integration, you know, it's like we're the filters for these really crazy energies that are coming through, and then we're disseminating them out right in the way they need. That's what I'm receiving right now. So the people around us, wherever we are, whether we know them or not, are receiving them in the way they need to. And also like, so it's not just such a power flux, I guess. So that's beautiful that you were able to work with the grids in the way that you were, like coming to that neutral, like not putting too much out, not putting too little. It was just right.
I didn't even know that was going to happen. I didn't even know I was being called to do that. All I knew is that I was super tired. The energies that have been hitting have been like really, really packing a punch, and enough to black out. And even if they weren't blacking out certain grids or different things, even if that has a completely different puppet master, and if the solar flares that are coming in, like we still feel that energy coming in, that gamma light, the plasmic energy that's coming in is still causing people to sleep later, have wonky dreams. You're tired. You're just like, well, we're trying to integrate energy that we've never done in a human body before and accelerate that. And how do you slow that down? You're not supposed to, is the answer. But I was going to say, how do you slow that down? Because I'm already ahead of myself on that thought. I was going to say, how do you slow that down around people that maybe haven't made that choice to step into that yet? And the answer is you're not supposed to slow it down.
Right.
They need to keep up. They need to step up. And when they feel like called to make something that doesn't feel comfortable, like maybe, you know, not wearing something like this in a certain place because maybe you've already done this and you don't think you should wear that. So, you know, some people might have to just start like they need permission that it's okay to do this. It's okay. Like, and I think people, the more they stand in their truth and stand up and say, like, regardless of what your beliefs are, my beliefs are, like, it doesn't matter. We still believe we're sovereign, free human beings, and we have the right to choose. And having the choice of, if you just support nothing else except free will, then, you know, that's
it's pretty big.
Yeah, it is. It's big work.
Well, I think too, the other thing I'm noticing is that like yesterday, the intensity of connection was coming through for me. So seeing the connection between nature, I went to the beach to just ground. I was out in my garden all day. And then when I went to the beach, you know, just people being really friendly and connecting and talking to people. And it's like, this is like, you know, how everyone says it feels like it's back to normal. Like it was just, this is what we're all about, you know, and just having this this deeper reverence that I've always connected to nature. I know you guys probably have too, but like this deeper reverence for like the birds scooting across the water, or, you know, or scooting across the beach, or like the sunset, or talking to someone, a stranger who's just like really friendly, like just this deep connection that someone sent me a video of a whale next to a paddleboarder, and this whale was just like, you know, communicating with this paddleboarder, so like from Sweden or something, and I was crying. Like, it's just, this is so beautiful, you know what I mean? Like, I think some of these energies are bringing through this deeper connection of what's really important and what means what to us, and all this superfluous stuff that's going on right now. It doesn't really mean a whole lot. It's just, it's a show, and it's all about us connecting and being human, which human is, it's a beautiful thing. So I just wanted to say that, because it's beyond the energies being oppressive, or whatever you want to call them, like heavy. Mm-hmm. I think it's also about us just releasing that ego stuff so that we can connect a little bit more.
Yeah. And like when what you were saying, everybody, it just felt right. It felt beautiful being in that, when you're at the beach, like this is how it should feel.
Yes. Yes.
Well, one of Jan's saying here that I send love and light out each day, and she's seen firsthand how it transcends people's attitudes. It is an awesome sight. Yeah. I completely agree with you. I didn't look to see how my energy transformed everybody else, because I was still trying to get out of that need to think I might want to feel embarrassed. But I wasn't. I was just sitting with that. And when they all left peacefully, I didn't feel any judgment. So maybe that was transformative. But yeah, when you're somewhere and you send energy to someone, you can expand your field and you can calm their energies. You see that firsthand. You're doing that every day, Jen. That's actually advanced energy techniques. So be aware of that if you're not already. Something tells me you already know. When you're sending that out, or people that are just listening and watching and hearing this maybe for the first time, when you're sending stuff out and watching somebody's field change because of something that you did through your mind system, you've mastered your own energy fields. Now you're helping somebody to transform where that assistance may have been needed. You're not just going to shower people with light because, they're having a bad day. You kind of want to check first to make sure higher says it's okay. But usually your higher self will just say, send it if it needs to be sent. And if you trust your own higher self, you're not going to fire hose anybody with love and light, because what's going to happen to that if they don't want it? It's just going to go back into the earth. That's okay. But it also is karma. So if you're sending something to somebody, I don't know. I don't see how sending love and light, though, would be a bad thing if you're going to get that back. I'm just saying, I'm kidding.
Well, I think if you've been guided to do it too, there's a reason, their higher, whoever's around you, that higher self has come in and is requesting it. And that's kind of cool. Right. I really do believe that if that comes into your field, it's usually because someone else's higher is coming in and saying, hey, I could really use this,
Jeanette's saying that she saw the whale video. What an amazing experience for the two men and the two whales. Wow. Yeah. I didn't see it. Maybe
I'll send it out to you guys. It's it's pretty cool. Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, when you can get along with other species, like this is what it's about. Because look, guys, it's about the ascension, right? We're ascending, but where are we ascending to? What are we ascending to? And if we see it as our galactic community, there's many species in the galactic community. Our higher selves are not all the same, but we're all the same here while we're in Earth in a body. But if we can't get along with different colored skins or different cultures, and we have issues with this and that and class systems and all that, if we're still having problems with that, you're not going to be able to get along in a galactic community where, there's all kinds of different species.
Yeah.
And beings from different star systems and different color beings, because the colors just keep getting more different. The higher up you go in vibration, the colors just get more and more and more brilliant.
Yes.
So
that's a good point. That's a really good point.
Hi, Karen. Welcome. So how you feeling, ladies? What else we got? Oh yeah, there was something else I wanted to talk about too. The I don't know if I should just read this or we'll just talk about it. You know how we talk about you are, or we are the change. We are, or we have been the war. We are now the peace, or we are the transition. And that not being some kind of, I don't want to just say a basic mantra to live by, but we literally are the change. Okay. And I was contemplating that the other day, and I got this download about us being the nuclear explosion. It was like they were showing me a nuclear explosion of the transformation. So if you think about how much we've been conditioned about nuclear bombs and everything, they're destructive, right? But light's transformative. So if we have a solar flash, who's to say that the gamma rays, I mean, I don't know the science behind it. I'm not a science geek in that end. I don't like, not geek, no offense, but you know what I mean? Like I can't explain what a solar flare could be if it was a CME that was just off the charts and exploded things in like a nuclear type of explosion. But I don't see a flare coming from the outside. Like I saw it happening from the inside. So we might get a charge from the sun that heats up, say, around the earth, and then it reverberates down to the core and then back out again. I always saw it coming from within ourselves, and then the transformation like coming from the inside out. So if we are that, yeah, I don't think I'm going to read this. It's a little intense. Let's sorry. You don't want to hear it. But it's about us being that transformation, embodying that whole light process of transformation. And it's going to be nuclear. It's like,
I agree with you.
know.
I think it is going to come from within, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's, these energies, and which is interesting. You know, we always thought like the solar flash is like one big event, which I guess it will be, who's to say, but it's interesting how it's like, they're already preparing us with weekends like this, you know, with energy like this. That's just like, okay, let's get you as high as we can go. Let's go as high as you can go, because when that flash comes, you got to be ready, you know, so you don't implode literally. So it's kind of cool to like, no,
you know what? Doesn't that generate a lot of fear for people though, when you start talking about this, if they haven't had the chance to understand the light grids and different locations of dimensions and all that? Doesn't that kind of generate fear when we talk about the solar flash and the transformative process? Like, how do we explain that, like, it's not a fearful thing? You're not turning inside out where it's going to be like painful. Like you're just vibrating faster and faster and faster. And I don't know. Do you guys like tap things, or just do you like rock your legs or different things when the energy's coursing through you? Do you feel that, like what you would call a nervous twitch? Or Sarah's laughing. What? Tell me.
Because I'm over here flinching this whole conversation because they are tapping my ass. Sorry.
She needs to speak. Yeah. So when the energy's coming in, you get that like,
yes. I mean, sometimes it stops me in my track. You know, just fuck. It kind of hurts. But because I feel like, you know, 9 times out of 10 I'm getting electrocuted. So it really, really stops me hard.
Wow.
I think right now it's all about balancing our emotions, balancing our perspectives, the way we love. We have to have everything balanced. There's nothing that can be off the scale that is uneven right now, because we're just not going to handle what's coming our way if we don't find that balance within, period.
Yeah.
And I truly feel the universe is not pointing fingers, but it's like, you know, what's funny is I manifested staying the fuck home because I didn't want to be out in the public. And when I say it, I say it just like that. We got people in the house that are sick. Granted, I'm an empath and I can't figure out, am I getting fucking sick or am I just getting my ass handed to me right now? Because I know what the hell's going on around the world, and it's crazy. Just saying, it's crazy. Oh, Michael's back.
Yes, Michael's
perfect.
Back.
Perfect timing.
We sound normal now?
Yeah.
Yay. Good.
Yeah,
That's good.
I can test it by listening when I'm in the backstage there. So then if I just hop off, we'll do it. We can like I won't have to keep coming on, and you won't have to click.
Well, we're glad you're back. Sarah was just talking about manifesting staying home. I think a lot of people would love to manifest that. And the thing is, I think the most important thing in this transition, like, and I'm going to make a real big stress about it because it's important, is staying at, like Sarah, you said balance. That's perfect. We keep that as number one. We also have another number one because there's a lot of ones going on. Another number one is staying out of judgment of others. Just like I was seeing the ripples in the water and they were showing me that's all humanity. each ripple interacting with other ripples. We're all creating the ripples. So how do we get along with other people is we don't judge them. We are the judge and jury of our own universe, literally, but
Yeah.
we stay out of judgment. That's my
And
number
they'll,
one.
they'll people respect that anyways, right? We all recognize that, or some more than others, but yeah, I think it's a good way to start. They'll get it,
Yeah.
because it's not that
For
hard,
sure.
right? It's not hard to, might be hard to navigate sometimes, but it's, life is, we can all do it. I believe in us.
Black Betty, da 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 da. Whoa, Black Betty, da 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 da. Love you, girl. So, yeah, there's a lot I could say about Betty. Let's just say I love you. I love you, and I'm so happy I met you on my trip across the country, which I wish I could do again. I wish I could do it like right now. And I'm not just wish like, oh, I know I'm right where I need to be right now. But I know there's a few tribe members that were like, when's our next meeting? And we talked about meeting every 4 times a year and stuff. And it just didn't work out. The universe had another plan for all of us about where we needed to be and ground the energies for the time being. So we'll get together again for sure. For those of you that were asking, we're definitely going to do it again. So that's, yeah, we had too much fun. We can't not do it again.
Yeah.
Grid work and hanging out with like-minded people and meeting, soulful, deep people that are really interested in their own personal development and their own ascension. Personal development is ascension. You're trying to do better. You're trying to be better. You're striving to be what you envision your higher self would be. If your higher self was all the way down in your body, fully activated and on, that's how you want to embody. That's what you want to embody. So anyway.
Yeah, gatherings. Have some kind of, bring all your tarot cards and crystals and right? Spiritual parties.
Karen said, divine timing from Karen. Yes, it'll be divine timing. We're going to do it again for sure.
So it's only the start of,
All right, we got another comment here. Let's see, from Jan. She's saying, I manifested a whole new chapter of my life at age 40. I quit my job of 14 years, moved across the country from Utah to New York. I knew it would be difficult, but also bring inner peace. That's important. It's
beautiful.
It is beautiful just to follow spirit like that when you feel guided to do something it's a very, very challenging thing to move, number one, or to leave a job or a comfort zone or something that you've been participating in a particular system or a way of doing something, to say, okay, I'm going to step out of that now. Like my personal beliefs are taking me over here and I really don't want to play this game anymore. Like I don't want to be on social media anymore, or I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to put my energy in that anymore. And to step out on faith and not do that and make that decision and, go for it. It's not easy. It's challenging, but we're all being asked to stand in that authenticity of self.
It takes a lot of courage to be able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I respect you. I respect you all doing that. Every single one of you is, every single one of you doing that right now. Respect the hell out of you. Hats off.
Yeah, because, and really it's put yourself in someone else's shoes and it'd be easy because they grew up with it their whole life, like let's say, or, but to put yourself there then it's such a big hurdle. And most of the time it's, we're going to make it, right? We got to get rid of some things, get some new things, but that's really all it comes down to. So yeah, it's really, to have an experience like that is so valuable, to have to go through that and to learn that lesson that, you can always do it wherever you're at, right? Like it's all up to you and you made it. And yeah, it opens the door to like so many, I think, other things.
Yeah.
That's great to hear.
Yeah, and you're depending on your location, you may need to be there to activate things that are under the earth that you don't even know you're activating. But as you're doing it, as you're stepping up your own vibrational rate, you're going down too into earth. It's not just your body and the frequency in this energy field right around your body. It starts expanding up and down too, up and down the pipe, the tube of light, the pipe of light.
all the sacred spaces or places to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just they emanate.
Would you say how many?
They emanate.
Oh,
You
emanate.
know,
Yeah.
just being there and you absorbing that vibration and working with it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it activates your personal codes. I
Yeah.
mean, there's things that we've seen and we've experienced now about activating ourselves. We are our own activators. We are activating ourselves. Like, how many initiations have you guys had in the last, I'm just going to say the last year? How many initiations have you had where you are participating in it actively, meaning in the first person, co-creating the experience and yet being led into it too?
Right.
You guys know what I'm saying? It's like you're, yeah. When you're ready for it, it happens.
And doing it. Yeah. Like,
You're
wait,
doing it right.
where did I learn this? Wait, I'm not ready for the test.
Right. You didn't teach yourself how to do the activations. How can you possibly be activating yourself? Right. But yet you are, and yet you know how to do it. It's incredible. It's like, I look at that as like little treasures on, not little, but treasures on the inside that you're just rediscovering.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think it works this way with everything, you guys? I know, open-ended question, but
That's a good question.
Why not?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Anything is possible. Why not?
Only
mean-
only a rock can change a rock. Sorry, Sarah.
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
You know, I'm thinking like nothing else can really make you do it, and without that, yeah. So I think in everything, something like that's embedded, right? The awakening, the whole process.
It's such a different way to receive too, you know. It's like we think we have to like do this book learning or, you know, research and we do that still, you know, but at the same time, it's like when you just kind of sit with it and ask, like, it's just such a different way. It's flipping everything. You always talk, Linda, about everything flipping on its end,
Inside
you know,
out.
that's it's a totally different way. And it's so magical. It's like completely magical. Synchronicities and just really listening and discerning and watching. Yeah.
So what do you feel like we're being called to, you know, future work? It's funny. I'm feeling like this, I don't want to say a stall, but I'm feeling this, this place that we've kind of come to and arrived to. It's okay to just be there, if that makes sense. So here we've brought ourselves to, and here we are, but it's like the urgency to go do, like whatever. It's not there anymore. It's like, we're allowed, it's okay to take a breath, to figure out what grounds us, what centers us, what brings us joy. It's okay to be in the space of like, yo, you don't have to get to this destination. Like, you're already where you need to be. Wherever you are is where you need to be. It's okay. It's like we've been given this permission now. Like I like to say, the training wheels have been taken off now. That's what it feels like. And it's a little uncomfortable at first because we're a little wobbly, maybe some of us, and the energy fields, maybe we're just getting the hang of it. Like maybe we still get dizzy if we like throw our heads, you know, look too fast to the left or the right. Maybe you still getting a little dizzy trying to get used to the vortex thing. I just feel like the land of miracles is right around the corner. Like, I know it's possible to do things like move stuff with your mind or heal things instantly when you touch it or think it. I believe all of that totally real. I know telepathy's real. I know all the clairs are real. And it's like, I just feel like we just want to get somewhere, and yet we're already where we need to be. It just feels like a big breath. What do you guys feel about that? Do you feel there's a big breath going on?
Oh yeah, it's a definite pause for me too. All the work that we might not feel, you know, because in the world, you know, I mean, it's hitting back all the time with the programs and who knows, right? So yeah, as we want so much, and maybe you know, it's meant to come divine timing, right? And in certain ways. So as long as we keep going, which, you know, I think a lot of us do, and now that we're at that place, it really does feel, you know, for me too recently, just like, okay, what do you want to do? it's up to you. And I'm like, well, I'm crypto, spirituals, we're doing this. We're already doing this. And then I'm seeing like, oh yeah, I'm already doing this. The wanting so much more because we want, hey, freedom. I want freedom. I want peace. I want all that, but we're still at odds. But it's definitely a nice pause that like spirit or the energies or the blackouts. He said 2 days now or whatever.
From the Schumann is 2 days, yeah. But
So
I think it's gonna get more
there's a
intense. Like, be
downtime.
ready.
It feels like, yeah, like that's needs, but it also is kind of like, yeah, there's an energy. So yeah, the new feels new.
Yeah, Karen's saying that Shasta activated another level of DNA, ancestral gifts, galactics. Yes.
So
And
Shasta.
and Sarah, Jan saying that you're so right. All things are possible. I didn't catch that one in time, but
Good.
help is a telepathic cry for a more stable society in the future.
So spirit keeps tapping on me. You guys all know today's a 10/10 portal day, right?
Yes.
So has our viewers done any activations for today's date? I guess you could just ask.
That's a good question. She just asked, anybody watching, did you participate in anything or do any kind of activations or any kind of meditations or healing or anything special for the 1010 portal? Put a comment down. Yeah, make sure you put a comment down so we can see it. Jan saying, I'm claircognizant, and yes, I can feel that we have leveled out for the moment. I believe it's because of the growing acceptance of the energies around us. Well, that's a good point. And I say leveled out. I have a feeling that we've been there. We've been there all along. It's like Dorothy, when they say you've always had the ability, it's always been in my own backyard all along. Like, we've always had the ability to level up. It's within ourselves. And as we do it and we're sharing that, we're all kind of coming to the same awareness at the same time about what this reality is, or at least what it isn't. Maybe we don't know exactly what it is, but we know what it isn't. And it's certainly not what they told us it is. Jeanette saying she hasn't done anything and she wanted to know if we can do some of that tonight. And oh, that's nice. You guys are great. Oh, wait, here, I'll show them for you. Betty did not. And she's asking, Jeanette's asking if we can do some tonight. And then you guys are great. Meditate quite often. Been too leveled out. Haven't needed to. Okay. And 1010 is a great day to manifest. Yes. 2 1s there on the 1010. All right, you guys, what do you think?
What do you want to say?
Yeah, let's do it.
I say our audience should also chime in. Everything that you guys want to set intentions for to manifest, be sure to drop it in the chat so we can add to that energy as well.
Yeah, put your positive intentions for your creations, right? Moving forward, where we're at.
That's perfect. Yeah, what Michael's saying.
Since the communication's a little more open because of the settling, maybe there's that open. Let's create.
Okay, so Betty's saying she's kind of new to all this, and we also have C saying I'm new here. Yeah. So if you're new, if you haven't been part of this or not in a part of this energy work, we just go into a meditative state. So just try to get yourself comfortable and relax. You want to, keep your spine straight. If you need to lay down, that's fine, but chances are you're going to get knocked out if you lay down because it's very powerful energies. And it's just good if you want to stay conscious about it. Keep a notebook handy. Just try to focus on your breathing and relaxing and calming it down. If you need to play soft music or light a candle to set the environment, it's always a good thing, but it's not necessary. And what we do is we pull together and we meet in what we call location 2. So it's on the gridwork. We meet in the Christ grid area. And we look at that. You could look at that as the astral realm if you want, but it's just a dimension that's just above the vibration of the physical dimension. I'm not assigning it to 4 astral or 5 or anything like that. I'm just saying where the Christ grids are located, because everybody has a different way of getting to that. So you just want to visualize us as light, including yourselves, everyone who's participating. You want to try to visualize yourself as a being of light, and you're connected through your heart center, your chakra centers, your portals. That's where your light filaments travel to and fro. And that's how they all connect. And we're all connected to that, like a big web of light. And so we're going to call that the Christ grid. And everybody can just close their eyes and start to relax a little bit. And you just want to take in a couple deep breaths and pause the top of your breath in and hold it for just a second. And then when you breathe out, feel your shoulders and your stomach relax. And just pause again on your out breath. And next time you take a deep breath in, you want to visualize yourself more and more in that perfect being of light, that perfect vessel of light that you are. You want to start to see your energy field around you. You want to start to see where your heart portal is, how that opens up and connects through the highways of light. We're going to call that the Christ grid again, the highways of light. And when you pause between breaths, just take that 0 point moment to make your intention known, knowing that the collective can hear and feel the vibrations that you're putting out through that intention. So when you breathe in and you hold your breath, think of what it is that you need in your life right now, the assistance, the connection, the rediscovery of your gifts, whatever that is. And on your out breath, send it out through your heart channels, through the heart highways, the light, the Christ grid connected through your heart. Breathe it out through there. Let it go out through the light highways. And after you breathe all the way out and you pause, feel the gratitude for being connected to your tribe. Feel the gratitude for the connection to your light, to your soul, the ability to have this life and to have this connection. Feel all of that in the immense gratitude that you can feel before taking another in-breath. Breathe in and just feel the connection of the light. If you have another intention, hold it. And on the out breath, breathe it out again as if it's a prayer, as if it's a spoken prayer. You can do this internally. You can speak it out as well. But just feel that gratitude on the out breath in between the end of the out breath and before the in breath. Feel the gratitude of the gift of just being here in this space. Start to visualize with your light eyes. Start to visualize what it looks like. Some of you are floating above the grid looking down. Some of you are still connected and seeing your heart space open up. There is no wrong way to perceive. However you perceive yourself connected in this grid, in this light, is perfect, right where you are right now. There's enough of us here connecting, holding that light, sending the light through, bringing in our galactic selves now. Feeling celestial and ancestral beings coming in. And they're merging in and down into the light, into the Christ grid. They're coming into as the higher selves for all the beings that are awakened on this grid, standing in their truth and in their light. I'm getting like 9 and 11D right now. I want to come in and say, It's time. You're in the space. You're ready to receive these initiations that are self-governed. Actually, there's time codes that are opening up now. We've opened up into that 1010 portal, and these initiations are able to be received through higher selves transmissions. So 911 celestial beings are coming down, tapping the top points of light through everyone's tube of light. They're activating time codes. I can see them turning code machine type cipher things. They're little round divine timing devices, I suppose. And they're lining them all up, and all the numbers are aligning. So it's unlocking everybody's personal codes. So breathe in and allow your celestial beings to merge in through your crown chakra. They're going to come in through your star soul chakra. They're going to come in through there first, and then they're going to come in through your crown. So breathe it in and ground it all the way down into your heart. Feel that light coming in through your crown chakra. Keep breathing nice and slow. Okay, I'm seeing the collective actually putting their hands out, opening their hands, palms up. They're placing them down on their laps. So go ahead and do that if you feel guided to. Palms up is receiving. Be in a state of receptivity and healing. It's for self-mastery. Not only over your energetic fields, but over your internal communications. I'm not seeing any resistance with tubes of light opening. All the tubes of light have been anchored up into the galactics, into their receiver portals. They're like Stargate portals at the top of the tube of light into souls, divine locations, I'll call it. All tubes have been protected and sealed within the birthright of just having a body, just being born. It's a divine protection mechanism. It's your tube of light. It's your divine protection. They're hammering that into me, saying, make sure they know, make sure they know. Your tube of light is your divine protection. So anchor that into the ground, ground that visual, that circle around you, that tube of light. Breathe it in from the top of your head, going down around your body. Feel the energy coming down through the top of your head, around your face. Feel it. Breathe it in further. Let it drop down like a nice electric ring around your body. Just let it heal and charge you as it scans all the way down, clears, gives you what you need. Breathe it in. And on your out breath, drop it down even further, further, further. Letting it come down through your root chakra, through your feet, around your body. On an out breath, take a deep breath in. And on your out breath, drop it down into the earth star chakra. Do it again if you didn't get that right. On the in breath, pull it in through the crown and let it drop down on your out breath all the way down into the chakra that's rooted in earth. It's below your root chakra. It's your earth chakra. On your out breath, breathe it down into the root chakra and see it light up. Good job. I'm seeing all those interconnecting through the earth. Christ grid has been anchored in the earth, beneath the earth. It's being pulled into a center point held by Mother Gaia. And who would like to add to this 1010 portal of energy while we're here with the collective and open to multiple dimensions and beings here to help?
I'd say from that place. Oh, there, yeah.
Okay,
Down
Michael,
there.
Michael, speak up a little bit if you don't mind.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Within Mama Gaia, as we are there, we are all here, and we are all dancing within the energy that is pure, raw creation and growth. Use this energy to charge your dreams and your passions and what you love to create. As you send this energy back up into your tube of light, it's a new piece that will make into your being as who you are, what you are here to create. Yeah, while we were down there, I was in the middle, and very red, bright red rocks, iron rocks, lots of and just pulsing energy back out, mix with the new, the overwrite with the new, all the new dreams, all the knowledge that you had and gathered. Moving forward into the heart space, love, the new wonderful idea creation that we get to share with one another.
Wow. They're showing me this 1010 portal is for us. They're showing me this is Master Builder. This is an 11. This is a new beginning with ones, with pillars of balance, of perfect balance. They're showing a tarot card. I'm seeing the picture. I can't think of which number it is, but it's perfect balance, and it's 2 pillars. And they're showing this pillar for humanity. It's like we're stepping through this now as a collective.
I'm also seeing these beautiful pathways in the higher realms of those who are wishing to receive that balance, because I was getting that too, that they're receiving the gift of balance, but also receiving these new gifts that many have been hoping for on an individual level. So the reinstatement of these original blueprints and pieces of wisdom coming in little bits at a time, but it's really beautiful energy just receiving that from these just beautiful light beings. Many on the call are kind of up in those realms receiving that.
Wonderful. That's beautiful.
Getting to mix right now. I'm literally seeing a golden portal, and it has a stream of light as if it was spinning. I feel like draw this out for you guys. Oh, and now it's following my finger in front of my face. My finger is the yellow. So they're saying with the energy from Earth and white light, red, use the color yellow to manifest your creations in gold, purity, and substance, value, and preciousness, gems. Now it's grounded. It's on the.
Yeah. Right when you said that, Michael, it was like a purple blanket, just blanketed everything. Just this beautiful. It's like royal colors are showing, like a royal purple and a royal gold. It's exquisite.
When you started, um, everything that you said, I was doing, we were all doing in those moments. So for me, it was, the pillars were like spikes, like a railroad spike almost, but it was as we were, as I was up watching, they were being like thrown like darts just down, like in people, and then all the it like antenna, and the top of it was the portal, and then you kept saying portals, and then you were saying. At some point, I was just breathing white light, like the ripples all over the planet. It was interesting. I was being shown, and then you said, "Put your hands up," to receive, or something. I'm trying to remember everything that happened, but it was pretty
It's
hot
yeah.
one too. There.
Well, when you were saying it was grounding too, it was like this purple blanket just went right there, and you were just like, it's grounding. Yep. So I think the purple is identifying like royal bloodlines from many star systems. It doesn't have to be just like, say, just the Jesus bloodline or whatever. Don't think in terms of what conditioning is down here. Think in terms of your star system, your star seed. Where are you from? Where are your origins from? You guys all doing this work here, everybody participating in this, you guys are royal bloodlines from your star system. You are like the A plus team. You're the A team. And don't forget that. So, Sherry, Sarah, is there anything else while we're up here still?
No, I'm just kind of watching the energies. They're showing me this mudra. I'm sitting with a mudra on my lap and just the energies intertwining like the DNA. So I think it's like something with the DNA codes and just kind of up leveling these DNA codes that are coming through, like out through the mudras. Kind of lots of joyful dancing around, and I can see the collective and people on this call, the higher selves of those on this call, just kind of dancing around and celebrating. It's real light energy. It's beautiful.
I got somebody, there's a couple here that are still struggling just a little bit. So I'm just trying to open up, do a personal while we're still doing the collective. So if you guys see or feel anything, just stay here for another minute with me, because I'm just aiding this being, this beautiful being who's come so far and done so much personal work. And we're just recognizing that and helping that person see within themselves how much work they've done, how far they've come, how much growth that they have. And not being afraid, fearless. It's like we were just talking about this the other night. It's like a higher version of themselves walked in to themselves. I was talking with somebody else, just so you know, I'm not calling you out. I'm talking about somebody else. The person who's going through this right now, I have not spoken to you about this. But if you're listening or you see this right now, it's you have, I'm speaking to your soul level here, and you've done so much personal work. You are so beautiful and you are so worthy, and give yourself the love that you deserve. Let yourself off the hook. Now, it's okay. It's okay to let yourself off the hook. You've done the work. Let all that go in the past, and you're here and you're present now. And you're integrating that higher self in with your personality self. You were basically a walk-in for yourself. And everything changed. So keep being that. It is hard down here in a body, I know, but you're doing a great job. And I just want to give you that encouragement and send you these blessings from my higher selves. And then we're going to duplicate this, send it out to everybody on the call. We're going to send it out to the entire collective, because why not? Keep the palms open for receiving. Breathe it in through your crown chakra. Just allow that to integrate into your heart centers. And breathe it in. When you breathe it out front and back from your heart, but also breathe it down into the lower chakras, because that's where you're going to be releasing some of the old stuff, is from the lower chakras. You're going to allow that to just fall away. You're going to allow the healing of your power center. You're going to allow the healing of your sexual center and your root center. So the security and sexual issues and power that's been taken away, that's all done. You've integrated and upgraded those chakras. You've healed those chakras. You've done the work. It's time to let the attachment and belief go that you haven't done enough or haven't been enough. You are enough. You did exactly what you needed to do to learn what your soul has learned. And now you are ready. That goes for everybody listening. Go ahead.
Just saw these, as soon as you said that, I just saw these everyone activating as a pillar of light. Really beautiful.
Wonderful. Is there anything else anybody would like to add? Are we good to go?
Remember to rest in the heart chakra.
Resting in the heart.
Give all the love, especially to the lower. As they come up, just remember to relax. Take a break in the heart chakra where you love. Where all the love's always there.
So there's some heart pain. There's some heart pain going on. So we're going to call forth the violet flame. Everyone in practice, this is going to work great. So for everybody listening, breathe in the violet flame through the top of your crown. Let it drip down through your tube of light. Let it rest in your heart. Let it heal any pains that you're feeling in your heart. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're exactly where you need to be. Nothing more, nothing less. And we're all doing that. Allow that violet flame to expand in the center of your heart. Very good. And we're going to bring in the emerald ray again. Wow, softened, and turquoise ray wants to come in as well. Not surprised. High heart being activated again with everybody. That's turquoise between the green from the heart, the emerald from the heart, and the blue from the throat chakra. High heart turquoise. Excellent. Shining, beautiful. Think of a most beautiful moonstone or opal kind of color with the turquoise mixed in. I'm seeing that actually in some people's third eyes. I'm seeing that in some people's foreheads. I'm being told that. No, go.
Yeah, it's fun. My whole entire vision, and it's shrinking as it goes out. It's generating, so we have truth, and it's the truth of the situation. The higher the violet flame, let that truth be known. That it's always meant to be, because we're all here doing this together.
Yes. Okay. So, and with that, we're just going to have everybody start to come on back. Bring your attention back to your physical location and slide down that slide in through your soul star chakra and through your crown chakra. Slide that energetic wave and filament of light, tube of light, right back down into your body. And take your time coming back. And as you're coming back, start to move your hands and your feet and wiggle your toes and take a few deep breaths in gratitude to ground yourself. And open your eyes when you're ready. I see we've lost Michael again. I'm sure he'll be back on if he
Just
can.
listening.
If not, chakra column vibrating. Yes. Yes. I'm just going to whisper a little bit because I know people are still coming back. I'm also going to run a banner. Let's see. Michael is going to be doing a spiritual crypto show tonight. So if you want anything, you want to continue this conversation, or he's probably preparing for that now. Any questions you have about spiritual crypto, go on over to Michael's channel. I'm sorry, it's the Spiritual Cryptos channel, Spiritual Cryptos on YouTube. And he will be happy to answer your questions. You guys. Okay.
It's 1:11.
It's
1:11.
11:17.
20. Yeah.
It's the numbers.
Yeah.
Queen Lotus. I love when you guys feel this and you connect in here with the frequencies, because I mean, I know we know what we're doing, but it's nice to hear the feedback from other people that actually can feel it or see it or sense it, or if you have an experience like Michael was saying when I was saying certain things, he was seeing that at the same time. Like when you have those experiences, nothing can tell you you didn't feel it. Nobody can tell you you didn't have that experience. So it's really nice to have a good community of people that can, what is it? Pick up what we're throwing down.
That's a good way to say it.
Oh, Sarah, you look so comfortable. I love that blanket around you. That's a grounding. Yeah.
I am actually not comfortable.
Oh no. Is it from the meditation or just where you're sitting?
It's the meditation. I am extremely sensitive right now. I am totally feeling everything from everyone. So it was just a matter of calling back my energy just now. So it took me a little bit longer to get back. But no, a lot of people are still releasing a lot of things, and I could feel my body twitching, and that was just the collective still trying to lighten the load. So that's why I'm just going to repeat it again. Balance your shit. Balance it. You got to. Please, do us sensitive people a favor. Balance your shit.
I think that too.
I think everybody's trying to balance. It's you kind of run into a wall at a certain point, though, and you're like, like enough is enough. But seeing ones everywhere, Queen Luna was saying that you're not the only one seeing the ones. There's people, and it's a 10-10 portal. That's an 11. We just happen to have 11 people in the chat right now from what I see.
What?
Yeah. And there's 11s it's a master builder number, and it's balance. It's all about, it's like in your face, it can't be any more obvious. If you don't know what ones are, you guys check out numerology.com. It tells you, it gives you a description of the number. You can see whether that description resonates or not. If you have a hard time researching the numbers, make sure you use DuckDuckGo, because you'll get some more stuff that Google won't give to you. It's pretty incredible. People seeing the ones everywhere again. It's a new beginning. We just passed the 9s, didn't we? And this is our 11th show. Hello. Isn't that hysterical? I just realized that. Oh my God. You can't get me off guard too much, but yeah, I just realized it's our 11th show. God. Okay.
I was hearing what Sarah was saying, though. When you were working on the heart at the end, Linda, there was some root chakra stuff that was connected to that heart work you were doing. So I could see that too. I felt that too, Sarah. And it was hard to, there was still a lot coming in. It was hard for me too.
Was it?
More quiet than usual. I felt like I needed to be more grounded and quiet than usual. I was being guided just to kind of,
Yeah, you were quiet as far as there wasn't a lot of light language, but it's I could hear you whispering at a certain point too. It's it just, you do what you got to do, and you trust that you're not being led astray. It was
amazing meditation.
Diane was saying she's feeling very tired the last couple of days. Yeah, we definitely. I don't know. Yeah, you've been listening. We definitely have all been feeling this. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I want to address this too. You've been blocked from getting notifications. Yes. I'm glad you saw that I was live because I can't even find myself. Like they won't even show, it's not notifying anymore when I set up a stream, and it won't notify people. So if you guys just make a note of it, if you want to see us do this Sunday nights, like we have at least one more coming next week. We're going to reassess after 12 just because that's what we're guided to do. But if you guys, want to leave some comments on this over on YouTube, because that helps the algorithms too, not just the chat, but don't forget to like the video. I hate to ask, I'm sorry, but it does help the algorithms. And at some point, I fully suspect that at some point, whoever's been shadow banned and all of that stuff, they're going to be removed from those algorithms. At some point, it has to happen. And if it's not on YouTube and it's somewhere else, so be it. But I feel like we are going to get lifted from that at some point. And, being shadow banned for like quite a while since this whole thing started, I guess. It's like, I just want to help people. I want to reach people, I just want to be able to share what I know because I'm a teacher and I've been teaching quite a while, not just in this life. But, if anything that you guys can do to help out with that, if you want to share the videos out or you feel like there's a group, if you see us go live next week and you want to help by like sharing the link for it, that would be awesome. We'd all really appreciate it very much. But yeah.
Plus, it helps to know too, Linda, when people like and subscribe and whatnot and leave comments. It helps to know like what contents people are looking for too. So
thank you. Yes.
That's what I always like to kind of put out there, is that lets us know, like, does this work for you, or what are you looking for next time, or yeah.
And that is kind of where I was getting, but I just got sidetracked. Thank you for picking that up, Sherry. I love you both, sisters. Really. Yeah, leave a comment if you want to see more of this after 12, if you enjoy this, if it's something that you look forward to on Sunday nights, and you like the meditation, or maybe you like more discussion than meditation, or you want more meditation than discussion, or different types of that. Let us know so that we know what to do or how to proceed moving forward. Okay, that's good. See, I like to hear this. You like the videos. Thank you. Or you love the videos. Even better. Well, you know what? We're all working together. Anyway, is there anything that you ladies wanted to discuss or talk about before we go, or any questions that you guys have watching before we begin to wrap this up here? What are you feeling? Like after you were done, when you came back, did you feel like you brought something that you activated for yourself, or were you more just doing the work and holding the space? And like, did you have any new insights or any downloads? That's what I want to know. Did you have any downloads? Anybody? You can make comments too, either Sherry or Sarah or anybody watching. Did anybody feel like they got like a download or an initiation or something?
I did. I felt like we were all getting that for sure. I was seeing that we were receiving the next level, and I think it's coming in really fast. So, but the energy of the meditation was really gentle. I thought it was really kind of almost like cradling, like holding everybody in. I thought that was really beautiful. And
yeah. Oh.
So
Mom was saying she was crying.
Aww.
Well, I hope it was tears of healing, tears of joy,
So what was coming to me was that with the codes of all the 11s, this is the beginning of a new cycle. And so it goes back to what I was saying about balancing your scales, because as you set the intention of manifestation, it's necessary that you balance your own scale.
Yeah.
Being able to balance, let go, release anything that isn't for your highest good is going to be a top priority before you can even receive. You have to let something go. You have to lighten the weight of it. Because what's going to happen is, since this is a new cycle, anything that you have not learned, any lessons that you have not learned, are going to repeat themselves.
Right.
And tenfold, unfortunately.
Yep.
And it can be, and some of the lessons are hard. It could be the 2x2, it could be the 4x4, it could be the back truck.
Oh.
It depends on how well you balance your shit. So
She's back to it. She's back to it. I love you, Sarah. I love you so
Spirit's
much.
working through you hard tonight. I love it.
Yes.
I'm telling you. So just remember, new cycle, new manifestations. But you have to give up something to get something. Nothing is free, guys. We all know this.
Yeah.
You have to give up something that's no longer for you to
Sarah,
get something new.
That's been coming up with the law of reciprocity. It's a universal law. So reciprocating things, giving back, it's like an 8. It's an infinity 8. But we're turning the infinity 8 from horizontal and we're snapping that into vertical. So we're giving and taking from our higher selves, giving to earth. And the center point is in our heart, and that infinity space we unlock in our high heart, in our heart center. That's why we got to clear it. And we were going through this and I felt this pain it was like the left side of my heart. And I knew it was something I actually was visualizing, but yeah, I could feel it. It's like people, when you want to integrate these energies and you have a heart pain, it's heart scars, it's life experiences, it's things that have caused pain. Imagine if you never know what a feeling is. You don't know what an emotion feels like. And you want to experience feelings. So you're like, I'll go down to earth. I'll experience that. Be careful what you wish for. That's all I'm going to say on that one. I don't need to preach. You guys know what I'm saying. Anyhow. Well, I think we should wrap this up, guys. We're getting into almost an hour and a half. We've been here, hour 21 minutes. Wow. Thank you for being here, for holding space, ladies. Michael, thank you for being in, doing the work. And then I'm sorry he keeps going through those issues, but he was here for when it was important. Thank you guys all for watching and being part of this community and this tribe, because, if you guys weren't here, we wouldn't be doing this. So
special.
I just want to thank you for everything. And you guys know, if you don't know, if you were just watching this for the first time here, Sherry and I do some like more intense work on Monday nights over on her channel. So go over there and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hit the bell and all that. So for when we go live at 9:00 Eastern time, right?
Yep.
6:00 Western time or Pacific time.
Yeah.
Sarah, what's it called for you? Are you in Mountain or Central time?
I think I'm Central.
Central.
I'm in Kansas. I'm right in the middle of the United States, so I would think Central.
I always see you as the pillar, the center of the states, like just it's like a big pinwheel and you're right in the middle.
So right now it's like 8:30 at night almost. So what time is it for you guys?
You're an hour behind. I'm 9:30.
6:30 for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll try to remember that. All right, ladies and gentlemen and everyone watching us, thank you for being here. Remember to be a little bit better today than you were yesterday. And we will catch you again real soon. Stay well. Peace.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.